Jake sat in the dimly lit tattoo parlor, the buzzing of needles a background hum that only heightened his nervous excitement. He had always wanted a tattoo, something unique, something that told his story. The artist, an enigmatic figure with eyes that seemed to pierce into the soul, promised him exactly that. "This tattoo will show you your destiny," the artist murmured. Eager and curious, Jake nodded, his arms stretched out. As the needle pricked his skin, he could feel more than just ink being embedded into his flesh. Strange sensations coursed through him, a mix of warmth and an unexplained cold that seemed to settle deep inside. For a few days, the tattoo was nothing more than a beautiful but conventional piece of art. A raven perched on a twisted tree, with intricate details and shadows that seemed almost lifelike. But then, on the fourth night, Jake woke to a tingling sensation. He turned on the bedside lamp and watched in horrified fascination as the raven on his arm shifted, its wings fluttering, the tree's branches swaying. Images flickered across his skin, scenes of places he'd never seen, people he'd never met. At first it was mesmerizing. Days turned into weeks, and the living tattoo grew darker, more sinister. The images became disturbing, as if they were revealing a hidden horror waiting to unfold. Jake witnessed visions of death, despair, and shadows that seemed to reach out from his arm into the real world. One chilling vision showed a car crash, a vehicle identical to his own, crumpled and smoking. Another showed a woman screaming, her face twisted in terror, eerily familiar, yet unknown. Slowly, Jake realized these were not just random images, but fragments of his future. Desperation led him back to the tattoo parlor, seeking the mysterious artist. But the place was abandoned, covered in dust and cobwebs, as if it had been deserted for years. Panic set in. The horrifying visions continued incessantly, now accompanied by whispers that echoed in the dark corners of his mind. One night, the tattoo presented a final, harrowing image, his own lifeless body lying in a pool of blood. Someone, or something, stood over him, shrouded in shadow. As days passed, Jake found himself avoiding his reflection, unable to face the morbid scenes inked into his flesh. He started seeing flashes of his terrible fate in real life, evoking a sense of impending doom. His once ordinary world twisted into a nightmare from which he couldn't escape. The more he struggled to change his fate, the closer it seemed to come. Until one fateful night, the vision of his death played out exactly as the tattoo had foretold. The shadows reached out from his skin, becoming real, dragging him into darkness. His screams echoed briefly, swallowed by the night, as the living tattoo's prophecy was fulfilled.